Get your popcorn ready, guys. DTR's lit.
What's up YouTube? It's your boy DTR. We're back again with yet another video. Today I'm going to be talking about goals, specifically more so expectations. Not only of myself, the people in my circle, and everything that I am trying to accomplish this year, both on and off the field. So, first thing I think we should start with, the first thing I think you should prioritize is your career goals, trying to get on the right path in whatever profession you're in. So with me, and obviously my career being football, and trying to earn a job on the Philadelphia Eagles, I think the most important expectation I have for myself, which I do every year, is playing just consistent football. Whether that's with my footwork, my meeting preparation, and just being a quarterback, completing the pass at practice. I think all those things, if I do those on a consistent basis every single day, not just on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays, I think all the rest of the stuff will take care of itself. I think another goal of mine, and really an expectation of mine, is to be dominant in critical moments when obviously my time is called upon. And how I like to kind of work around these expectations and goals is to set skills. And this is a big thing that me and my mentor go over. It's really about the skills and the discipline you have to continue those skills, to not worry about results and be process oriented. So going into some of the skills that I think will be very detrimental. No, detrimental is not the right word.
Important?
Yeah. So going into these skills that I think is very important in obtaining these expectations I have for myself, I think it's just being elite at practice, and that goes into walkthroughs, meeting rooms, just the effort I put in day and day out in the workouts. I think that all shows in different ways to your teammates, to again be able to help you be successful at your job when your time is called upon. I think the nightly preparation that's required, as my boy Jameis would say, for meetings, for again walkthroughs, all the things that is required of my job, and these are again things that are an unwritten rule every year as a professional quarterback, but just to have it in writing, and to follow by it, to stick by it, even on days you don't want to, or whatever it is, I think is important. And the last one is just being detail oriented. So when you're studying, when you're watching film and applying the notes that you took throughout the day to the film, making sure that those notes are as detail oriented as possible, I think too is very important, again, in obtaining the goals that I've set myself and the expectations I've set myself, not only going into OTAs, training camp, the regular season, but obviously when you play for a team like the Eagles, to be prepared for that postseason as well. So these are things that I can fall back on throughout any critical moment, any difficult moment throughout the year, to have fundamentals to fall back on, to always rely on. So getting into more personal goals and expectations, I can't wait to hit the out of country part of my off season, and traveling. And a big thing on my bucket list is to go to Japan. I think that would be super sick, hitting Tokyo and hitting some of those spots out there, seeing that culture, and hearing a lot of great things about it. If you guys know me and watch my videos, you guys know that I'm a very fashion artistic person. So to see the fashion culture out there, I think would be pretty sick. Then moving on from the Japan fashion scene, I'm trying to then go straight into the Paris fashion scene. And I've now gone to Paris Fashion Week twice. And so trying to make a third run at it, I'm trying to eventually have a goal of walking and I have a dream and a vision of walking a runway show. And so that's definitely on my bucket list too. As like I said, I'm big into fashion, big into design. So being able to meet the designers out there face to face is really cool. So I'm definitely excited for year 3 of that, and to be able to get to walk a runway show, I think would be pretty sick. So now getting into my financial goals and expectations. Starting big, we trying to hit 100K on this YouTube. So make sure y'all subscribe, and show love down in the comment section. Hit a like for me just because you love me. We're trying to hit 100K. Me and my boy Woot, who's behind the camera, he is working his butt off to give you guys all this content. All we appreciate is a subscribe. So again, we're trying to hit that goal this year. Now that he's under me full time, working with me, I think we'll be able to push out as much content to you guys. So we're trying to, give you guys the experience behind the scenes, while me still being able to focus on what I gotta focus on and obtaining the goals and expectations we have set. Then I am releasing, I guess call this a little sneak peek, I am releasing a new clothing brand, called Mariposa, and we are in the process of getting samples, talking to different manufacturers. So I can't wait to show you guys that when it eventually comes. But obviously the market sales on that, we have a set goal for, and we're trying to reach that. Offer it first drop, launch, first month. We have all those numbers ready to go, goals that we want to meet. So we're working hard to push out not only content, merch, clothing, while playing some good damn football too. So next up, this has been on my bucket list for I'd say 3 years now, but I'm trying to invest in a property. I am looking in the different spots, different states that I have now been in and been blessed to have traveled to. So definitely looking into buying a property and starting my real estate, career path, you could say. But it's actually crazy, like when I first started looking at like houses and townhomes, I was like, oh yeah, I just want like a garage and like stairs. And now I'm like 25 sitting there like, bro, I need like this. I need to make sure it has this. I need all these amenities. I need them all. And I'm like, dang, like I was like 21, I really didn't give a damn, to be for real. Yeah, it's crazy, but that's maturity though. So all my young bucks out there, you got some growing up to do, because there's a lot more out in the world once you start experiencing stuff. Last up on the financial goals, we are trying to invest in a watch. I want a timepiece that is timeless and is more of an investment piece than really a show off. I got a nice watch. Like I really, obviously I'm gonna wear it and get good use out of it, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like more so a gift for me. I know a lot of guys use like their playoff checks to get watches as gifts for themselves. That again, holds value and that you can sell or resell when the market hits high at any time. So it's kind of like buying a house too. But yeah, I'm looking into buying a watch, specifically a Rolex. I'm not gonna tell y'all which one, but just know it's gonna be nice though. Yep. Plain Jane too. It's no diamonds, no nothing. Plain Jane. Like I said, it's something that's timeless and it means something, So getting into what I classify as the biggest goal, because it helps me do all these other goals and accomplish all these other things, is prioritizing my health. And I was talking to my mentor the other day, and because I had on my vision board like no injuries, he was like, well, no injuries sounds like you're trying to avoid something versus running towards something. So instead of saying no injuries, let's phrase it as stay super healthy, and have that be the mantra for the year. And it really clicked with me that if I run towards the recovery, the treatment, all the, we were just talking about amenities, all the amenities that our building has at the Eagles to keep my body up right and healthy and take care of my weight and stretch and, like I said, just use the resources in the building, that I shouldn't have to worry about my health. Obviously freak accidents happen in football, but you can't control those. So to prioritize my health in those ways, eating right, like I said, daily stretch, yoga, massage, and then cold tub, hot tub,
and actively recovering my body throughout the whole day, getting a good 8+ hours of sleep. I go to bed at 9:30 because I have to wake up at 7:30 every day. So getting that full plus 8 hours of sleep, getting that good REM sleep, as your coaches and scientists and nurses would say, and doctors, REM sleep.
Coach Kelly would be proud of me. Yeah, I think all those things are really helping me be where I want to be, obtain the other goals that I've set for myself.
And then lastly, I think it's very important to not necessarily live by some sayings, but to have something to always, again, fall back on, relate to, that correlates with you in like certain moments to like get you out of a funk.
And so these are kind of the quotes for this year that have kind of stuck with me, either from somebody saying it or reading it, or it pop up in a movie, like shows up on my Instagram, anything. I draw from everything. You are what you put on tape, so make sure the tape is worth watching. That goes with anything, being a class act in the community, being a good brother, good sister, good son, anything. Obviously it applies to my job. I have to put on good tape, whether it's practice, preseason, regular season, postseason. All those times I'm at that building, I have to put on great tape. But just outside of the building, just making sure like the bills are taken care of, and all the things on your checklist are checked off every day, and being disciplined and consistent in that, and making sure you're doing the things needed every day, and not cutting it short just because nobody's watching. So I think that's what really resonates with me. Like it keeps me disciplined in doing the things I need to do every day. Pick your stress. Again, my mentor said it the other day. There's battles that you can win, there's battles you really can't win. To put your energy and efforts into, again, the things that we've set as goals and trying to obtain to be the best version of yourself, and athlete and husband and all these different things. You can't put that energy into negative stuff, into reading all this other stuff, because it's all a distraction and noise. So just to pick your stress, know that life's not that serious, and that you need to, enjoy where you're at, and also just almost praise yourself for the hard work you put in up to date, Run towards what you want. Goes back to the no injuries. Go to what you want, speak it into existence, speak life into it, and go get it. Don't just say it and sit there stagnant, complacent, but say it, mean it, and attack it every day. That's what we're trying to do with these goals. The last quote that I'm gonna leave you guys with is, tomorrow starts tonight. So whatever you have planned for the future, get on it now. Start checking stuff off your checklist. These goals, they're all obtainable within next February. From the time we post this to next February, if these things haven't been done, you guys come back and check me, because this is what I'm working towards. These are the things that I'm actively trying to go get every single day. Me, as well as my team. That includes my mom, my manager, my agent, Woot, as the cameraman, my sisters.